What's going on, buckaroos? Dark Knight back at it again, and this time we will be analyzing a certain character strength, Vegito Blue. A lot of people in the community, including myself at one point in time, seem to have a misunderstanding of where this character's power lied, so I will be shedding new light on the topic of how strong the character was in the anime. Let's hop right into it. So we know that in the manga, when pushing out a full power final Kamehameha to try and overcome Zamasu's immortality, the Supreme Kai sees this astonishing power and questions that Vegito Blue power could have surpassed that of Beerus, and a V-Jump scan confirms that Vegito Blue was a rival for Beerus. So manga wise, Vegito Blue was relative if not stronger than Beerus. But we have evidence to show that this narrative actually transferred over to the anime as well. And a Xenoverse 2 scan states his true strength is now beyond the God of Destruction Beerus, with a question mark at the end of it. And before you even say anything, Xenoverse 2 has multiple statements for numerous characters, and the information for every character described is secondary information for the anime itself rather than anything like game exclusive, which we can take as valid secondary information considering the game is licensed by Toei and Shueisha themselves, which Shueisha is quite literally in charge of Dragon Ball, and Toei Animations is obviously in charge of the anime side of things. Besides being licensed by Toei Animations, there's more evidence that this Xenoverse 2 scan isn't manga exclusive, which is due to Xenoverse 2 following the anime side of Super. We know this as the Universe 6 vs Universe 7 arc in Xenoverse 2 shows Goku using Kaioken vs Hit, and then the future arc DLC also shows Zamasu, he's using his corrupted form to fight off Vegito Blue, and it even has Trunks fighting off Zamasu with the Spirit Sword. All of these are obviously anime only events. And to make this even more consistent, the first 4 DLC of Xenoverse were all planned, with Xenoverse 2 announcing the season pass before the future arc was over, which means the Xenoverse 2 staff would have had to be working with Toei in order to make their DLC story, which means they acquired the information of Vegito Blue rivaling Beerus from Toei Animations. So all of this together makes it super duper consistent that this Xenoverse 2 statement implies Vegito Blue to be relative to Beerus is applicable to the anime. And this is really consistent for this anime to have the plot outline for Vegito Blue rivaling Beerus, as Vegito Blue was originally Toyotaro's idea for the arc, so this means Toei got the Vegito Blue plot outline from Toyotaro. And obviously Toyotaro's outline for Vegito Blue was to rival Beerus. Some of you might be asking, well, if you have all this evidence for Toei having the plot outline of Vegito Blue rivaling or surpassing the God of Destruction, then where is that in the anime? Well, during the fight with Zamasu, Zamasu actually makes a statement towards Vegito, and this statement can be interpreted as Vegito Blue having the power beyond God of Destruction. So overall, it is very consistent for future arc Vegito Blue in the anime to be relative if not above Beerus. Now, there are many things people will say to downplay Vegito Blue being at this level. For starters, some will use the feat of corrupted Zamasu hitting base Goku and base Vegeta to say that they are relative to Zamasu in their base states, which that doesn't make any sense for a multitude of reasons. For one, Zamasu himself applies he wasn't trying to kill Goku and Vegeta until he took out his blade to try and slash them. Two, we know characters even while irritated or angry can hold back their strength just to torture their victim. So for example, we have Frieza, while he's angry at base Goku, hits him without killing him, despite being 20 times stronger than said Goku. So Zamasu at this moment was likely holding back his punch so he could knock around Goku and Vegeta before killing them. Another argument is that the Supreme Kai states that suppressed Jiren from episode 109 to 110 is above anything they ever faced before, which would put that suppressed state of Jiren above Vegito Blue and merge Zamasu. But there's a couple things wrong with this argument. First things first, Vegito Blue was not relative to corrupted Zamasu at all. Vegito Blue was knocking around Zamasu even after Zamasu sacrificed his speed for an increase in strength, similar to grade 3 Trunks and Cell, which was stated by EML to be about a 10 times increase. People try to use Zamasu coming out of Vegito Blue's final Kamehameha as a way to say Zamasu was way stronger than Vegito Blue, but that was due to Zamasu's immortality, not his strength. Need I remind you guys that base Zamasu is even weaker than Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, as he was swapping hands with him and losing. So Super Saiyan 2 Trunks was stronger than this Zamasu, yet due to his immortality, he was able to take a final flash from this Trunks. We also see in the same episode that Goku Black, he fires a Rose Kamehameha at Trunks, Blue Goku, and base Zamasu, yet it only knocks out Goku and Trunks, and Zamasu comes out of the attack completely unfazed, even though both of those characters were physically stronger than him. It's clearly shown that Zamasu's immortality allows him to endure attacks way above himself, and the only difference between that Zamasu and the corrupted one is that corrupted Zamasu is stated to have a weaker form of immortality due to Goku Black being fused inside of him, and Goku Black obviously wasn't immortal, but he still is immortal. Corrupted Zamasu, he just has a weaker form of immortality. We even see this when Vegito Blue stabs the area where Zamasu's heart would be, yet he's unaffected by that, and then we also see it again when Trunks slashes like Corrupted Zamasu's chest, yet once again Zamasu heals this off due to being immortal. But besides Vegito Blue showing to be constantly overpowering Zamasu, it's also stated in the Toei outline for the future Trunks arc that Vegito overwhelms Zamasu. We also have a card from Japan licensed by Toei and Shueisha that states that Vegito Blue's fighting ability far surpassed that of Corrupted Zamasu. So strength wise, Zamasu and Vegito were not relative, it's just that Zamasu's immortality allowed him to endure a lot more. So even with that, the Supreme Kai statement would only put that suppressed Jiren above Zamasu, not Vegito Blue. But the other thing with that statement is that it can be interpreted differently. What do I mean by this? The Kaoshin could simply just be referring to the power Jiren is hiding, not the power he's displaying. Especially since 1, the Kaoshin from one of the other universes says he can sense further power hidden within Jiren, and then 2, Whis, when adding on to what the Kaoshin is saying, he's more so referencing where Jiren power lies rather than the current power he's displaying. So with that out the way, if the Kaoshin is referring to a full power Jiren with that statement, then obviously it would only be full power Jiren above Corrupted Zamasu and not that specific suppressed state. Another argument is that Vegeta states Jiren is stronger than anything he has ever countered before when he fights him in episode 122. Some people use this to put Jiren above Corrupted Zamasu, but this statement is referring to Vegeta's own personal fights. This is due to Vegeta later on stating Jiren has been holding back and was using more energy to fight Oma 1 Goku, so it can't be talking about people Vegeta has sensed, as Vegeta just straight up said an earlier version of Jiren is stronger than the one he's fighting now. Some people will try to rebuttal by saying Vegeta is referring to the blue Goku Jiren was just fighting, but that doesn't make any sense at all. Besides Vegeta performing much better than this Goku, that same Goku is in pure shock that Vegeta is able to overcome the same speed punches Jiren had just overwhelmed Goku with, which would make no sense if Goku at that moment was stronger than Vegeta. And even Piccolo also implies that Jiren used the same attack against Goku as he did against Vegeta, which means Jiren didn't use more power against blue Goku compared to blue Vegeta. So there is not enough evidence to say episode 109 Jiren or episode 122 Jiren would be stronger than Corrupted Zamasu. Now, how strong is Vegito Blue compared to the rest of the anime? Since we know he scales to the likes of Beerus, he would easily beat current Goku, current Vegeta, Toppo, Kefla, the Gamma, etc. He stops around base Jiren level, as in the episode preview, Goku regards him and Jiren as the strongest versus the strongest, with him obviously aware of the extent of Vegito's power. Not to mention, unlike Vegito Blue, Omen 3 Goku and base Jiren should be far above the God of Destruction level. But if you want a further explanation on that, I will leave a link to Mr. Perfect Cell's video below, as both him and I go deeper into the topic of Jiren and Goku surpassing Beerus. Vegito Blue would more so be around the level of full power Super Saiyan Broly and Gogeta Blue from the Broly movie. Now that might shock a lot of you, but the reason I say this is because there is a guide that tells us Gogeta Blue and full power Super Saiyan Broly fought on equal terms, which means that they were relative in power. Now the fight may not look like that, but that is due to Gogeta's speed advantage. Just like earlier when they both fought in their Super Saiyan states, they were shown to be relative in power due to the beam clash they had, but Gogeta had the advantage due to his speed as he was blitzing Broly and landing more attacks. Same thing when Blue Gogeta fought full power Super Saiyan Broly, which is consistent as Gogeta had to power up a full power Kamehameha to put him down, with Kamehameha being amps beyond your normal base power, as we have obviously seen much earlier in Dragon Ball. And when going back to Planet Vampa, Goku comments on Broly's power and he says he might be stronger than Beerus despite having witnessed a full power Beerus, which Cell and I also covered in his video. But if Goku thinks that a full power Broly might be stronger than Beerus, then that means full power Super Saiyan Broly, and by extension Gogeta Blue, would both be on Beerus' level for Goku to be questioning if Broly's stronger. And obviously Vegeta Blue's on that level too, which would mean that Vegeta Blue would be relative to Broly and Gogeta Blue. To conclude this week's video, Vegito Blue is just a lot stronger than left to believe in the anime, and once thought to be a Kefla victim is actually far stronger, as he rivals, if not stronger, than Beerus and characters on that tier, such as Broly and Gogeta Blue, a fusion from literally 2 arcs later. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this, and I will see you all next time. Later, buckaroos.